Welcome to Early Bird Picker. My name is Rafa. I'm a reseller and I go to thrift stores and garage sales. I buy things at a low cost and I sell them on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, and Depop right now. And maybe some future platforms coming up. I don't know. We'll see. So in this video, I'm going to show you the things I'm picking up from thrift stores this week to resell. Let's get started. I went to 2 Goodwills today. Here's what I got at the first Goodwill. I picked up these vintage Nike Air Dura like mid basketball shoe in pretty good condition considering their age. And what was crazy about this first Goodwill, it was like maybe they had an influx of shoes. None of their shoes were marked, which if you go to Goodwill and buy shoes there, usually they're marked and they're marked higher than their standard price. If they're not marked, they're either $5.99 or $4.99, at least in the area that I live. And none of their shoes today were marked, and so that was pretty cool. So I paid $5.99 for these because they're men's. What's really weird is their men's shoes were $5.99 and their women's were $4.99. That doesn't seem fair, but I went with it. And so there's the back of these. Overall, pretty good condition. This is a women's Echo golf shoe. You can see the bottom is in super nice condition. On Echo, if you have a hard time finding the size, like if there's not a tag inside, look on the bottom. It's hard to see, but these are a size 36, which is like a European size. And these need to be cleaned up a little bit, but I'm hoping to maybe get between 30 and 50. Again, these were unmarked, and since they were women's shoes, I paid $4.99 for them. So with the winter months coming on, I'm new into selling clothing. Usually I just did shoes and hard goods, but I'm getting into clothing. And so here's the first piece that I got. I took a chance on this one. I didn't find any exact sold comps for this one. This is a BMW Motorrad jacket. See, there's the logo. It's a men's jacket. Here's what it looks like. And it's in really nice condition, and I paid $8.99 for it. On my jackets, if I pay, $9 for them, I hope to get at least 35 for them. Anywhere 35 plus is great. I picked up 2 vintage items. This is a Vintage Express women's sweatshirt. Here is the tag. The only bad thing is what's weird is I could only find that this said petite. I can't find the actual size anywhere on it. So I'm going to do the measurements and just put that in the listing. It's in really nice condition overall. And another one of these, it wasn't red, but this had the same logo. I think it sold for $40 on eBay. And I paid $4.99 for it. All right, this last vintage piece is a vintage Lands End authentic rugby shirt. It's a pretty big size. It's an XL, but it seems really big. And these are selling for about $40 on eBay, and I paid $5.49. I don't usually like selling breakables, but I actually picked up several breakables at this Goodwill today, and I'm going to show you my favorite thing at the very end of today's video. These are Starbucks, what are they called? You Are Here collection mugs. These are super collectible. I'm sure some cities are better than others as far as which ones go for more money. This is the Las Vegas one, and so I don't know if they produced a lot of these, but this one's only worth about $5 to $10, and I paid 50 cents for it. And this is the Twin Cities one, and I paid 50 cents for this one, and it's going to go for between 10 and 15. The Las Vegas one is worth so little, I'm almost considering lotting these 2 up together. That maybe somebody from the Twin Cities has traveled to Las Vegas and they need both of these in their collection. So I only have $1 into these, and they're in super nice condition. This one is from 2014, the Las Vegas one, and this one's from 2017. At the second Goodwill, I picked up these New Balance men's walking shoes, the 928 in brown leather color. These are a specialty size though. They're a 13B width, and so the B is what makes them a specialty size for men. B width is narrow, and so when you kind of take a chance and go with a specialty size, you run the risk of your shoes sitting forever, or maybe they'll sell really fast because it's, you know, hard to find size and some people are looking for them. These are in pretty nice overall condition. I did pay quite a bit for these. I paid $14.99 for them, but I'm hoping to get between $40 and $60 for these plus shipping. I got these at the second Goodwill, by the way. These were marked. Obviously, those other ones that I got were unmarked. This is a brand I had never heard of. It's called Evernote. It's kind of like, it's almost like a messenger bag, but it also seems like it could be like a camera bag because of the compartments inside. Let me open it up and show you, see if you can see inside. It's got these dividers in there that you'd almost use for like a camera. Anyway, it's in super nice condition, and I'm hoping that it's gonna sell between $25 and $30. I paid $4.99 for the bag. Okay, I saved my favorite picks for last to show you. This, I'm not exactly sure what it is. It is a Santa Claus. I don't know if you can see in the video. This comes out, it's like a wooden, it's almost like spiral cut. Someone told me at the store that it goes like this, and it's supposed to make a bowl. But that doesn't seem quite right either. To me, it has this little stand right here. I think it might sit like this and then somehow come out like this. It was so odd. I looked it up several different ways just by trying to type it in to eBay, the WorthPoint app, just Google. I couldn't find anything like it. I tried using the Google Lens where you take a picture of it. I couldn't find it, but it's so odd. I just thought somebody might want it, and it is the middle of November, and so Christmas is coming up. It's in pretty, it's pretty good condition. I only paid $3 for it, so who knows, maybe it won't sell, but it's just so odd, I just had to pick it up. This last item is my favorite pick from the day. I got it at the first Goodwill. It is a vintage pancake ceramic like warmer. It even has like a little square of butter as the handle, and you can see inside it's pretty deep. It holds a lot of pancakes. I just kind of love stuff like this. I did pay up for this. I paid $8, and on the WorthPoint app, these aren't super, there's not just a ton of these, and so I had to look it up on the WorthPoint app, which gives you a lot more sales data history, basically, and this sells for between $30 and $50, so I'm going to be shooting for that upper range. I don't think there's any others listed on eBay right now, so that's good. It's Friday afternoon, and I went to 2 thrift stores and 1 garage sale this afternoon. Let me show you what I got. At the first thrift store at Goodwill, I got this vintage Rolodex. I got 2 of these actually, and you can still see that it's basically new, just like open box condition. These are only going for like $10 to $15, and to be really honest with you, that's kind of my cutoff, like $10 profit is my lowest that I ever like to knowingly, try and make. But what I liked about this one is it came in the original box, and so it already had the exact shipping box that I need to ship it, and so that's kind of what pushed me over the edge for this one. And the fact that it was new, they sell pretty well. This is one of the bigger Rolodex, and so hopefully it'll do pretty good. I paid $2 each for them. Next is a pair of Brooks running shoes. And so if you're new to my channel, my specialty is selling running shoes. This is actually a shoe that I've never heard of before, which that Brooks makes. I think it's one of their lower end ones, not one of their super high end ones. And I don't even think they still make it, to be honest, but it's not super old. It is from 2018. It is the Brooks Transmit, and this is going for about $30 plus shipping on eBay, maybe like $25 to $30, and I paid $8.99 for them. So not a super great pickup here, but I'm starting a new, it's called reRUN Shoe Flips channel that's focused on running shoes, and so I'm trying to find examples of the high-end running shoes and then some that are more like your 3rd and 4th level, like high-end being like level 1 and 2 basically. You're like middle of the road, more like the 3rd and 4th level. That's pretty much what this shoe is, and so I bought it more as an example than anything. But it'll still sell, and it was in nice enough condition to pick it up. You can see the bottom of it. You can see still a lot of good tread left on it, so it's definitely just like a basic running shoe. This was the best pickup of the first Goodwill trip. The brand on this jacket is Live Fit. You can see, here's the logo on it. It is, and then also it's like, there's their abbreviated logo, LVFT. This is kind of like a windbreaker jacket, but what's special about it is it's waterproof. So let me get really close. A waterproof jacket has this special kind of black coating on the zipper, and so that's how you know that it's waterproof. Also, what makes a jacket waterproof and more like an expensive jacket, it has special taping on the seams. This one's kind of a clear coat. I don't know if I can get close enough to see the outline there, but those seams will be special taped to make them waterproof. I think this jacket probably retailed for over $100, and there's pretty good interest on them on eBay. And I only paid $8.99. Anytime I pick up jackets for in that $9 mark, my minimum that I like to get for them is like $35. Obviously, if I can get closer to $60, that's awesome. But I really shoot in that $40 to $60 range, and that's kind of the sweet spot for what a jacket will sell for. That's a nice one. It's a good size, good color, awesome condition. I think it's going to sell pretty quick. Between the two Goodwills that I went to a garage sale. Here's what I got from the garage sale. By the way, it was like 2 in the afternoon, and I saw the garage sale sign. It said it was open from 8 to 3, and I thought, well, I guess I'll stop by. I'm not sure it'll be worth it because being so late in the day, I was worried that they wouldn't have anything, worth picking left. So I did this whole U-turn thing that took me like 5 minutes extra, but it was worth it because I found several things. This is the first thing that I found. This is an Osprey Trip 20 backpack in essentially like new condition. Kind of hard to see with my red shirt, but Osprey is an awesome backpacking brand. If you don't know it, it's a bolo for sure. And so this is like their most basic pack, and it's gonna sell for about $40 plus shipping on eBay. And what's even more interesting about this backpack, Backwoods is a local, well, I think that there are more than just local, but they're here in Tulsa. They're like a backpacking hiking store. You can see the logo, the co-branding on there. This is Backwoods 40th anniversary. What's really interesting about Backwoods is on your birthday, they send you a free Osprey backpack if you're signed up for their like newsletter or whatever. I don't even think you have to buy a minimum there every year. They just send you a free backpack, an Osprey one, on your birthday. And I think this is probably that model, and it still has amazing resale value. So I have no idea how they ship such expensive stuff, or give such expensive stuff away for free to everyone every year. But if you have never heard of Backwoods, you're going to want to look them up. This next thing had a really interesting look to it. It's so colorful, it just caught my eye. The name on it is Child Guidance First Multiplier. You can see it closer there. A lot of these have sold on eBay and very few listed, which means a really good sell-through rate. Sell-through rate tells you how many times something's been bought on eBay in the last 3 months and how many are listed, and then like what the projected idea is, like what you can expect yours to sell through. What percentage of those that are listed are going to sell through. So this one is for sure well over 100% sell-through rate. So as long as you price your item competitively, that's essentially a guarantee that your item is going to sell through, in those next 3 months if you have it listed. There's only one of these listed on eBay right now, and it's listed for like $65. And so the sales for these have ranged anywhere from $30 on the low end to $60 on the high end. I only paid $3 for it, so other than it's a little bit of an awkward size, this is going to be a really good flip for me, and I think it's probably going to sell pretty fast. By the way, on the Osprey backpack, I think I paid $4 for it. This next thing I was really on the fence about picking up just because the sales, like the price that you can get for these is not super high. These are Thunder shirts. They're for your dog. I think they make them for your cat too when I looked them up on eBay. They're basically in like new condition. There's like not even any dog hair on them hardly. And I picked up both of them. They were only $1 each. One is an extra small and the other is a small. These are only worth like $7 to $10 a piece on eBay plus shipping. But what I decided that I'd do is, since there's two of them and they're sizes that are back to back, I'm gonna list them as a lot. And so maybe somebody has like a puppy that they know is gonna grow, and so they want one Thunder shirt for when the puppy's young, and then maybe when it gets bigger. So that's one thing. Or maybe somebody has two dogs. And so I thought that if I listed two of them and somebody could save some money on shipping, then they might help them sell a little bit better. So I'm hoping to get, 15 to 18 bucks for these, and like I said, I had $1 a piece invested in them. I only found one thing at the at the second Goodwill that I went to today. Is my last stop. I was going through kind of what my strategy is I don't just love looking through clothing. I love having clothing sales, but when you go to Goodwill, it feels like when you just look in the clothing racks, a lot of times you're just seeing stuff that you've seen before. And so you feel like I feel like I'm wasting my time. So what my new strategy is I go and I try to look through the racks that they've got set out that they're getting ready to merchandise into the regular racks. And so I'm trying to just sort through the brand new stuff. And so I was going pretty fast today. I noticed these pants and they had a super high quality feel to them. So I definitely never intentionally searched for pants. I don't really know why yet, but these are women's pants. And what's interesting about them, they're like a fancy yoga pant that they're calling dress pants, and the brand on these is Beta brand, and they're actually going to sell for like 35 bucks plus shipping. And these are basically in like new condition. They still have like the center crease on them. They really do look like dress pants, but when you feel them, they have a ton of stretch to them like yoga pants. And I only paid $4.99 for them, so I just thought I'd pick these up.